There are still a few places left on our now sadly tattered planet, totally remote and wild, where the nature and wildlife displays are so amazing that we at times prefer not to disclose the location as to not attract any more humans there. Deep within the EnviroNews Nature and Wildlife archives, we bring you an amazing event filmed on the Sony FX1, which represents the very first generation of Consumer Pro high-definition camcorders. This particular juncture on the Alaskan frontier represents a place where the fish are just so good that it brings to it any and all from a variety of species, turning this place into a truly spectacular yet competitive wildlife party. Two large Alaskan grizzly bear mamas, rearing 3 cubs each, had even chosen this well-known spot of low-lying fish to impart a little training to their young cubs. What is unique about this setting is that we see 2 bear families, both consisting of not 2, the common number of grizzly cubs, but 3 offspring, and one set of cubs is in its 2nd year of rearing, while the other is in its 1st. Both mothers seemed enthusiastic regarding the low-lying opportunity in this shallow water to involve their little ones in the fishing activities. The older cubs try their utmost to reel something in as they prepare to depart their mother and enter the solitary life offered an adult bear. As for the younger cubs, although these fuzzy and adorable little creatures seem interested in a catch, they frankly appear more motivated to exploit this bustling scene for the excellent educational opportunities available in the art of horseplay. The art of fishing? Maybe not so much. As for the dozens of bald eagles and other birds swooping down and dropping in for the festivities, after arriving, they mostly sit around and wait for the bears to do all the work, scrapping around for scraps each and every time these protective grizzly mothers turn their simply massive heads. The myriad of birds that can be witnessed here in this scene includes magpies, ravens, several species of gull, and multiple other small birds. But it's difficult to match the displays of power and awesomeness put forth by this massive congregation of America's most revered bird as they squabble over the hard-earned labors of the Alaskan grizzly bear's work on a path to sorting out their own internal pecking order. The big dark speckled birds observed here at the amazing wildlife congregation are indeed bald eagles, but they don't seem very bald now, do they? Well, at least not yet anyway. Just like humans, their baldness will come with age, or in their case, perhaps we should say their white tail and head feathers of wisdom. At about age 4 or 5, these large birds, scarcely fledglings now, will develop the white head feathers customary to the iconic American bald eagle and will undoubtedly get their chance to move up in the ranks. The more salt and peppery the bird, the younger it is, and it's interesting to note that juvenile eagles often maintain larger feathers and plumage than their mature and white-headed counterparts. This is likely a survival mechanism that makes eaglets and youngsters appear larger in their early years. Unfortunately for the splotchy youths, when it comes to the pecking order and who eats first, bigger feathers under no circumstance trump the white feathers of age and experience. Some of the wise old sockeye and pink salmon, spawning here in this fertile oasis of abundance in the unrelenting yet magnificent northern wilderness. But make no mistake about it, when nutrition is not so plentiful and fruitful territory is sparse, it may be debatable as to who is truly the king of the food chain here in the great Alaskan wild.
Great eagle soaring high, up in the sky, high in the sky.